We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They go play action. Here's Levis. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Levis looking to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. ETN trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. On the counter, ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
30 left.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. A third down gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
ETN up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. 3rd down here.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Lawrence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Hines now on the return.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Like 49.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
The Titans at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Well, these 2 teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Play action now. Levis.
His throw incomplete.
Pass knocked free there by Tyson Campbell. You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Like 49. Like 49.
Levis to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
ETN on the toss right. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Mike zero. 22 Linda.
Levis from his own end zone.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Red, red. 11, Haggett.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hines. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Come on, like 90. Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
Levis sets up to throw here. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. Down the sideline he goes. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Tracy.
Now Levis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Great job. Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Lawrence going to throw again. Screen play. Here's Etienne. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Kenneth Murray charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Titans 14, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jaguars 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey. Easy. 13, Luke.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken around the 12. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Levis to throw off play action.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Hey, come on.
Here's Levis. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Tonight. Sword.
Levis.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Diamond.
Levis looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
22 Rita. 54 Rita. Sword.
Levis to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll run with Etienne. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Pulled in at the 24. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5.
40 Rita. Like 54.
Levis back to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
454, like 54.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Titans sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Open man right side is Ingram. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jaguars first down.
Sink right. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge... That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 3 yards. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence changing the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Ready?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Ben, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tennessee, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.